How's it going? I'll be on in like 1 minute. I'm just mixing my ink right now. It's good to have you on board. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna let the audience warm up a bit. I'll be right there to start drawing. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So you guys get a chance. Of course, I have to show at the opening. Come check out Under God Volume 1 and 2. They're available at angelsoftherenaissance.com. All right, we're here to start drawing because I got the urge to knock it out. It's one of those things. Okay. Okay, my ink is all mixed up. My ink is all mixed up, and we're about to go ahead and get down. Oops. I think I might use this. Yeah, this nib right here. Make sure it's all cleaned off and stuff. Let's give it a little test run. So, uh, how's everyone doing tonight or this evening? We're just getting down on some old school RPGs, and we're listening to some of that stuff and RPG music. This is from Breath of Fire 2. Oh, we're gonna just I'm just gonna shut up and draw and just let the crowd warm up. How about that? Yeah, it's like with this, it's good to kind of jump around with pages and stuff. But we're gonna have to let this dry because I don't want to put my hand on that and then smear it. Then we can come up here and finish this background with this. Yeah, we'll jump into this. walking through the streets. Uh, the land. I mentioned it last night. It's like the whole feel of these old school RPG games, like on Super Nintendo and stuff, like that kind of that feel. They always had that sense of adventure, that storytelling, um, and also you get the visual look of the adventure, and I've always found that fascinating. And then you put that on top of the comic books and manga stuff you've read. It just adds more to your fantasy, to your what you're creating and the things you love. Yeah, let me go to another page because I'm gonna end up putting my hand in it in the ink, and then I'm gonna have to redo it. Okay, redo it. Yeah, we're not trying to do that. Yeah, do that. Do these brick patterns and stuff. This is something I actually enjoy doing. Those little bricks and tiles and stuff. It's kind of good practice too. Like doing little details in the background kind of helps add to your practice and all that. I don't care just because you're good or not. If you're good, or, you're still going to practice regardless. What is going on, Ezekiel Cruz? And how are you doing, Nova? I'm glad. Thank you. I love working traditional. I mean, I can do digital too, but I prefer traditional, especially working on this manga. It's just I want to go traditional with it. To me, these pages are like works of art and also journal entries kind of thing. Oh yeah, ballpoint. Yes. Matter of fact, these are ballpoint drawings, ballpoint pen drawings. I put them on the thumbnail, but yeah, these are ballpoint pens and marker on index card actually. All right, get back. Draw these brick patterns on the street. It's like, why do you want to go out of your way to draw every little brick and cobblestone? Because that's just how I roll. These are like sets. Well, I start start tomorrow. tonight, start writing your book, your story, and just prepare yourself for it. Currently, there's not a lot of money in it, but it's just something you gotta want to do and like to do, and eventually you'll grow your audience. But also, it's quite enjoyable. It's a good escape from this plane. Trying to draw robotics right, and you draw for fun. Yeah, enjoy it. When I go to my clock in into a job or whatever, I'm there. But when I'm working on this or enjoying this, I'm like I'm having fun. The other way. Thank you. How you doing, Rocket Man? Okay, this I can come back to this. I like to keep myself fresh, refreshed. Yes. There we go. And like some of these cobblestone and these bricks on the ground, you can always what I'm gonna do is I'll come back, then add the detail to it. So I don't want it to be flat. But yeah, so if you guys are creators here, do you guys creators or readers, do you guys, I don't know, try to create like or try to be in a fantasy world, like kind of create one and then make a story out of it and make it feel lived. Slow that down a bit. I think one of these days I'm gonna have to try to do a 12-hour, 24-hour stream. That itself is quite a feat, and on top of that, there's just so much stuff going on in a day. I don't know if I can possibly do that. And there'd be some times where I would have to stop. Yeah. What is going on, Marshall? What is happening? We are working on finishing volume 3 up. Just working on the lore of Primera right now. It's good to have you on. Yeah, to do a long ass stream like a 24-hour stream, that is, like I say, it's quite a feat. I mean, after an hour or two, I'm just like, I need to get up and do something. What's going on, Chauncey? How you doing? How you doing, Grog? Yeah, just knocking out some pages. But I think one of these days, um, gonna have to do a long stream. Just try it. That's what's up. Oh yeah, you're drawing at work, weren't you? At the post office, yeah. I'm gonna let this page dry and come back to this. I think I will use um, drawing city buildings. Well, and this it's their town, but at this point, because this is I can't tell too much of the story, but this is like a story like way in the past, like over 1,000 years ago. What's being told in volume three, or what's happening? Man, these. I guess I can't get into it too much. But anyways, there's this town. I wouldn't even call it a city, but the town looks very uh, up to date because of who built it. And I have to be very vague on that too. At home for now. See, injured myself a few months back, so I'm on reduced work until I'm healed. Well, hopefully it's not like life changing, like that kind of injury. Hmm. Well, I hope you get better soon, and yeah, hopefully it's not like one of those life altering things. change the music track up a bit. Alley. This alley walkway. I mean an alley, like a narrow street. Yeah, an alley. Bone fractured out of work, but it's nothing to still draw. As long as you can still draw, that's always good. And you still have your health, it's just always good. So yeah, be more careful. Unless it was the company's fault, but still. How you doing, Draw Zombie? You know a game I want to play? There's like so many games I want to play, just catch up to and stuff. But life is limited, and I really want to play Morrowind again on the Xbox. That's like one of my first time ever like really getting into that whole the Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I remember you saying you wanted to update your mic. Yeah, I will eventually. Do I sound like crap? But I will. Oh yeah, Morrowind is. I love the setting, the feel of it. Um, when time, it felt like an adventure. I just got. Oh, really quiet? Eternally quiet? Oh, how about that? How you doing, Eduardo? What do you think October's voice sounds like? Imagine if it was Urza from Pig. It's funny. I guess I can tell a quick story. So I had an aide. She was here, and the funny thing was, helping take care of things around here. Nurse aide, and she kind of looked like the main character, one of my main characters. She looked like October, kind of. Like, so she had green eyes and like long dark hair. Very nice, very pretty, and She went down, moved to Florida recently because her brother died and her grandmother died like within the same week. And I told her, hey, go take a break from work for a year or two, like from like because she was like literally depressed, and I felt so bad for her, and she just going through a lot of stuff. So I kind of imagine she'd probably sound like her, maybe. Very nice. Uh, Sometimes some people they radiate uh, just good energy about them, you know. Oops. Yeah, she was good. Good people. But I would imagine she would probably sound like that, maybe. Yeah. Sorry, I'm spinning this paper around. If I'm spinning this paper around like crazy, I'm just trying to make sure I have the correct angle. Well, thank you. Just want to build this street up nice. You know, it's like kind of like a walkway. It's not a city. It's just a town right now with these beings living there. Earth, this Primera's new inhabitants, or what we would say is Earth's new inhabitants. They created a town, and I will leave it at that because I don't want to ruin the story for the rest of y'all. And when you feel stagnant, you're just like, I don't want to do anymore. Kind of want to like move around, just jump to the next page, and then you come back, you feel like rejuvenated, recharged to do. Well, me personally, that's how I feel. And then we can do this side. I like to break it down in segments. Come back to that, finish our bricks up a bit. Just like the little bit, you just kind of keep chipping away, and it'll all add up. A little ink on there. See if you guys can hear me better without the headset, because that's what I'm using right now. Thinking about taking it off. Could just be the angle. How about that? How about that? How do I sound now? I'll use your commentary as a gauge to know what's going on. If not, then I will pull this thing off and we'll try it. Definitely gonna have to go pick up a new one. Good to have you back. Actually, a little better. Well, I just changed the angle a bit. I still have the headset on, but okay. There we go. Yeah, how's everyone? Can't believe the weekend is almost here already. Yeah, I was having trouble earlier with my keyboard and mouse. So, like, my scroll button on my mouse was like zooming in and out, and then my keyboard was like on like quick, uh, like what is it? Shortcuts. It was set on shortcuts. I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So I had to fix that. Yeah, it does. I agree. Time flies when you are busy or having fun. Oh, much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you get your volume two together, Marshall. We probably should do a live stream if you're down. My Windows keeps messing up the on the date and time, but I dual boot Linux, so I might just oh Linux. I remember when people would play World of Warcraft, and in a way, and at that time, you had to have like some sort of like good internet service. So like Time Warner cable stuff like that is around. Man, I remember when we got like Cartoon Network. That was an awesome thing. And then Adult Swim and all that stuff started coming out. That was cool. There we go. Okay, so and what will you be streaming? Will you be doing some drawing too? That'd be cool, actually. Anyone that's really drawing and just showing, showcasing their work and how they do it, I find it pretty cool. Always awesome in my eyes. Okay, let's try this page. This I want to finish up and clean up my city a bit. That's the one that they're in. Going back to like older pages and like doing up my cleanups and all that. So like this is their town. It's not a city. Sorry, I have to correct myself. The beings are pretty big, so their homes are big, and it's like probably like 100 people. But to a human, this place is huge. Indeed. I love those games. This is the right now it's the town of Rizelia until it becomes the empire of Rizelia. It took them about good 5, 7 solid years to build, and they are pretty advanced beings too. So they had the tools and all that stuff to create this town. And I almost forgot that building. It's a very important building to have here. So yeah, then go ahead and put the clouds in. Yeah. And if you guys are waiting on your copy of Under God, I'm sending more books out this weekend, and so don't worry about that. And if you haven't got your copy yet, it should be there, or you should have gotten it already. So all this grassland right in front of this town will eventually be, occupied. But for the time being, this is like a long, long freaking time ago. This is like a long, long time ago. Oh, I do. You can actually buy them off my site. It takes credit card, PayPal, all that stuff. But yeah, no. Also, for international, I have it set up for Japan, Brazil, or South America, Canada, and the UK currently. So that should be interesting to see it work out, do its thing. It's just like some, and I'm not gonna say what groups, but you gotta wait 5 freaking years for a book. I mean, I say that's a dedicated fan base because most people would be pissed. Yeah, I guess I, I mean, people, it receives. I mean, I get my payments through PayPal, but hmm, I thought it. I don't know. You know what? Let me check again. Yeah. What do we got here? Do this. But yeah, you know the group. So I need to, check it out Because that's the thing. I don't know if you were paying with their credit card. I don't know how they're doing that. So, because I know I'm not set up with Stripe. I have to look into that. But all payments received is going to Volume 3 and Volume 1 facelift. But on top of that, too, like, I get this new job, too. I can help with that, too. It's just, at the time being, things are a little hectic at the moment. So I have to be here and stream and sell the book. In Venmo, yeah. Yeah, I'll look into that. Like I set up the international, and now it's like, oh, well, thanks for clarifying that with me to me. And I just assumed people just bought it with whatever they had. So I'll take a look into that. Okay, so we're gonna let our panels dry a bit. Yeah. I'll check the chat here in a second. Just getting kind of lost in the drawing. I'll be in Discord call. My Discord's all screwed up, to be honest. I haven't been on there in a minute. All my settings, all my stuff's all screwed up, to be honest. There's groups on there that I think they're probably trying to reach out, and I'm trying to reach them, and I just can't. Then I have to do a total change of a bunch of stuff, and gosh, damn, like trying to just get eyes on the book and stuff like that. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Oh shit. That's humid as hell. There we go. But can you guys hear me all right? All right, cool. Okay. But eventually I will have to go get a new mic. All right, cool. All right, I was like, okay, so go ahead, get to the other page so we can finish our city scene, our little not city scene, our little town alley walkway. Oh yeah, just set my PC to 100 when tuning in. Oh, you mean like at 100% as in like power efficiency kind of deal? The audio. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, well, I will. I don't have to draw every freaking blade of grass. I'm gonna just give the idea and the sense of the grass, you know, is there. Okay, so yeah, eventually I will have to go pick up some more ink because I'm damn near out. It's getting there. It just feels like I just opened the thing. But yeah, there we go. Let this dry for a second. Give it a minute. I mean, I can come back up here and all that stuff, but I don't have to draw all the grass. I just want to make sure it's known that there's grass over here. They're sitting, but knowing me, I probably will end up drawing majority of the grass. But I'll come back to this. I'm not gonna sit here and do it all on this run like that. So I want that environment to feel lived in, like they live there. Well, they don't live here, but I mean, they live. The planet is livable. Okay. Okay. Gonna try a new brand. I'm gonna probably stick with the same one, but I'm gonna get other ones. Just to see. I mean, I have tested out quite a few, and this one is my kind of go-to so far. I have this other one, this one here. So I might use this for like when I'm doing their hair and stuff. Because the one I'm using currently is like a pretty thin one, and it glides pretty nice with it. The other one I have yet to try. I think someone on the chat said prior said something about it caking up on their nib, and that would annoy the hell out of me. It's a Japanese brand too, so I just might use it to as for my brushes and stuff when I need to cover a large ground of black. Yeah. Oh, that was you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's you. Yeah. So I tried their whiteout before, and that sucked. I like opened it up, and that thing was like cake in a canister, like instant. Oh yeah. So that's what was going on with that. So if the deleter brand does that, I want to be careful with it. But yeah, it was you. Yeah, I used to Dr. Martin now, and their way out does that too, but it really works after adding some water. Oh, Dr. Martin's. Well, when I go out to Hobby Lobby, I'll go check it out. I would go to Jet Pens, but their stuff is a little pricey. It could be a little pricey, but you know, like I said, those places are like toy stores to me. Like I said, standing there all day in a Hobby Lobby or any art supply store, or even tools too. I love tools. Actually, yeah, I can do that right here. Ouch. Okay, but yeah. So Dr. Martens is what I'm gonna have to be looking at. Straighten this out. Yeah, there we go. Got a little alley walkway, and then we got Illyria walking through. She gets called. She's like, "Oh, fuck." Okay, that's drying. That's dry. And come back to that. Okay, so we'll come back to this set of 5 pages. Go ahead and knock this one out from yesterday. Oops. Got a little cluttered there with the ink. It's okay, I can fix it. So volume 3 is gonna have uh, stuff going into it. It's just like even the powers and all that stuff. Like I don't want to introduce all that to like later, you know. So I want the characters to fight for that stuff. Dr. Martin's a Black Star event and high carb good stuff. Okay. Well, I will put a note for that. So I will keep my eyes open for those. Hopefully, Hobby Lobby has it. Pretty sure they should. Yes. What's going on, Yoshi? Yes. Yes. Like cuz yeah, I want everyone like the power systems like powers and all that stuff. Like I don't want it like here. You're Super Saiyan 3 automatically. No, they get their asses kicked and all that stuff. And the powers are going to be very interesting too. That's another thing. And one of the powers that, like, I'll just say is very odd for a character to have. But there are consequences to using them. I'll just say that. And then all the elements, like in Volume 4, like the stuff that happens in Volume 1 will come resurfacing back around. I'll just say that. Like some of the stuff that was said in Volume 4 was like, oh, who the hell is that? Why does that make any sense? You'll find out why. I save a lot of that stuff for to come back around too. I don't throw things in there for a reason, for not having a reason. So things will resurface. And that's what I love about this. How the things that will resurface and why things will start making sense. Like, oh, okay. Even the monster in the beginning on Volume 1, his origins and stuff is really funny, but it's interesting. As much as I want to talk about it, I can't. Mind you, she's Rizelia, or not? Yeah, this right here is Rizelia, but she's like 10 feet tall. I'm gonna let this dry here. Then I'll come back and then finish this top panel up. Oh yeah, that's right. She did dry overnight, which is good. A little thick. Let me clean that up. There, much better. Much better. So I'll go jump on Shopify and go check the whole credit card thing out, see what's going on with that. But I have Under God available, volume 1 and 2, available at angelsoftherenaissance.com. Get your physical copy and your physical and a virtual copy, a digital copy of volume 1. So I'm tweaking with volume 2 on the digital because I had some issues with it. You know, I had a complaint from a customer, so I was like, okay, let me go fix that. So that's gonna be up reloaded. Yeah, he does need his word bubble real quick. It's good to move the paper as you're moving the nib. Like some sort of control there that it takes. Still need to practice more of that. So I was watching this thing on Shadow of the Colossus. If anyone's ever played that, and growing up playing it, and I never thought about it and realized like the main character really is the bad guy. He's kind of like taking out these titans or these colossus, and they're just literally gentle giants doing their own thing. And then you have someone, maybe because of selfish reasons, go in there and take them out. Very fun game, visually beautiful, breathtaking, and it's just pretty chill. And the whole time, the Titans just want to just chill themselves, and they're getting killed to chill. They're getting killed for nothing. Wiped out. Maybe I shouldn't use that word, but yeah. If you ever get a chance, check out that game, Shadow of the Colossus. Okay, so okay, we'll come back to that, of course. Fix that face up. how that came out. That could be fixed. What we got here? It looks like fix his face up. But yeah, come along. That looks a little much better. This was only partial of his face. It looked like he had a 5 o'clock shadow. There we go. Yeah, like and on top of that, their powers. I'm just going by the male and female thing. So like, let's say the it's how like expressing fire. I'll just say that. So whoever it is, like male, female, it has that. It'll carry that energy. I'll just say because of October, she'll if she had the power of fire, it would be like healing or something. I'm just being rough about it because I mean there's another power, but I'm not going to say what it is for the healing stuff. But I'm just using that as an example. And if Sevens had it, his power would be like would would like be like protection, like almost like to damage something. So if October had it, it'd be like healing. I better get the finer one, finer nib for actually attempting that. Okay. Guys, give me 2 seconds. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. So if you guys are into this whole manga thing, this whole indie thing, like what is your goal really? Like are you trying to make it to a big corporation or is like what are you on your personal goals, what are you trying to do? I mean, everyone's goal is personal, whatever you want to do with that, but it's like but by your choice, like why do you choose to do it that way? Like if you want to work for industry, like why at some point, a long time ago, I wanted to work for Nintendo because of the experience, and it would have been cool to work on those systems at the time. But it's like one of those things. Like, what drives you to, or how would you want to go about it? Or, well, I guess that was the wrong question to ask. Excuse me. Oh, I need to stand for a second. Let this let her dry on this, and then hit it with the eraser. Mm. go ahead and get his wing in. Trying to stand. Well, is anyone still here? Are you guys drawn too? Okay, so yeah, this one. Oh, what's going on? All right, I was just making sure. Thought my sound cut out or something. I'm trying to be a good host and interact with you guys and everything. Give me a second, I'll read that. Okay. Need to stretch out. And anime. That would be cool. Yes. Scavenger's Reign. I'll look into them. Scavenger's Reign. No, never heard of that. Are they based in America or are they in Japan? on Netflix. Alien Surprise. Okay. Always like that studio that did Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust, and some of the Animatrix stuff. The Animatrix, excuse me, hiccups. And I love their style. Green Street Pictures and Titmouse. Also wanted live action already. Have the cast in my head. That would be cool. See, now, of course, if definitely if it was on Netflix, yeah, I'd watch it. So like, yeah, what titles did they? Okay, what did they do? Green Street Pictures, Scavengers Reign. Okay, gotta write that. Write that down. Scavengers Reign. Okay. Okay. I'll look at them after the stream. 12 episodes. Yeah. I never really, I never really thought about that. Like, who would play my characters as well? So you already have a cast and crew ready that you have off the top of your head. That's dope. 'Stuff is that ugly Adult Swim style animation, but Scavenger Rain is not. Yeah, now you got me interested. I'll look at definitely. I don't know how long, much more I'm gonna stream tonight, but yeah. I don't know. I have to give that some thought. That's a good question. But definitely, I'd like to see it as animation first. Now, who would you have play Willow? I'm interested in that. Ugh. As you see, yeah, I feel you on that. See, that's like a hard pick. And then imagine if a director was sitting there like picking them out for you, and then they come up with a totally different. Like, dude, no. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's hard to determine, you know. Who would play your OC? Let this dry. Come back. Yeah. Hmm. Sydney Sweeney is. Oh, I mean, why not? I mean, yeah, I can see that. Oh, I see. Like so many choices, it's hard to choose. Just imagine being a casting like director, being part of that whole casting system, and you're like trying to find, and you're like literally stuck between several people. Like, damn, that the likenesses, body type, all that stuff. So let me dry her off. Yeah, let me do that. See now, like, um, now I've met several people in person that could be, but then again, it's just like, but I'm with you on like some of them are bad guys. They're actually actual people. I would say like actual, but reminiscence, like little bits and pieces, like an amalgamation of bad people I've encountered in my life, or not only that, like or other people as well. What people go through, and just kind of like create these bad guys. I create these bad guys from real people, and they're like I said, they're an amalgamation of all of. Yeah, I can see that. You know what? Give me a second. I'll be right back. Grab the next set of pages. Clean these up. The grass could be drawn on that. Finish that background. Let's see here. What do we got? This. I think I might have to a little break. But we're what 2 hours and 22 minutes in. Yeah, we can do it. Bust out the feather. Clean it up. Whatever you missed, go back over and hit it again. There. One of my favorite RPGs, like of all time, I always like, and I might have mentioned it before, is also like Earthbound. Like that is like one of my favorite, top favorite games. and also the storytelling, telling, and the humor in the game. Hell is Screw trying to raise up some forest patties. Yeah. Um, Speaking of that, it's gonna be pretty crazy. The first in Volume 5, I'll just say that's the first encounter with one of Bellamo's disciples. And every time a disciple is killed, pretty much, Sevens in October receives their power. And I will be very vague about these powers and what they do. So they're not your typical, like, hey, I'm Superman, I'm bulletproof, and this and that. They work in different ways. It's funny, there is a character named Headless. He That character is going to be quite something in the island that he sits on and his warlords of the continent. It's crazy. So yeah, we can't get into that. I think I'm feeling it, you guys. Need to take a little break. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a break. Need to take a little break. But man, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I gotta go handle some things and go eat something. Make sure everything's okay. But, as always, I have to chill. I have to sell these books. I have to. So, again, you guys get a you guys get a chance. Come check out Under God, Volume 1 and Volume 2 at angelsoftherenaissance.com. You can get your physical copies, and I hope you enjoy. You got a lot of content to read here too. So yeah, come check out Under God. What's going on, Stormrave? How you doing? I was about to head out here and just need to recharge for a bit. But thank you, brother. And I see you working too, man. I see you, man. You guys, yeah. Thank you for stopping in. You guys come check out Under God Volume 1 and Volume 2 at angelsoftherenaissance.com, and the link is down below. Thank you, Yoshi. Thank you. And every little bit helps. I'm just trying to push it as much as I can. We did it without a Kickstarter, and I don't want Volume 1 to take as long as as Volume 2. So that's something. You but anyways, you guys have a great night, and we'll see what's going on tomorrow. Or maybe if I'm feeling froggy, maybe I'll jump back on tonight. But other than that, you guys go get your copy, and I will see you in the future. You guys take care, and thank you.